Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, I watched this show in 2022, but I never recorded anything for it. So it's my first video of the new year. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about The Recruit. It's a Netflix show, 8 episodes. They're about 50 minutes each. Stars Noah Centineo. And off the bat, it reminds me of Jack Ryan. They both work for the CIA. Ryan is an analyst. Owen Hendricks is a lawyer. They both discover something and end up going into the field when they have no business being in the field. Jack Ryan is larger scale. Things always seems like something is going to blow up the world or something, And this show is lower. It's lower scale. It's smaller scale. You follow Noah's character, Owen, and it's his first few days on the job, honestly. Like, he's being put through the ringer. So he has to do grunt work. Basically, the CIA gets a bunch of letters of people threatening them. And he has to go through them and see which ones is kind of real. Because it'd be like some silly stuff. Like, oh, I'm going to expose this, but they don't really have any evidence. So he comes across this one letter and they're dropping like CIA terms and stuff like that. So he goes around, he's asking. And again, these people at the agency don't really want to help him out a lot. But he goes to this one guy and he's like, what does this mean? And the guy's like, oh, it means this. How would this person know about it? And the person that wrote the letter, her name is Max, and she claims to have been a CIA asset, and she's going to expose her relationship with the agency unless they get her out of prison. She's in prison in like Arizona or something like that. So Owen is like, oh, this might be serious. This might be a real one. They use a certain term for, what he's doing. But he's like, this is a real one. And the guy who helped him out is like, I don't want no parts of it. Get away from me. So he goes to his boss, and his boss gives him some type of information, but he doesn't really tell him directly what to do. And Owen is like, I like to, take things by the rein. I'm going to go do this. And he goes to like Yemen to get answers about this particular asset because he's trying to, piece together who she might be, who she might know, what can she really expose. And he just keeps opening doors, and each door is just danger. Again, he's a lawyer. He's not supposed to be out in the field, and his co-workers who are supposed to be looking out for him, you would think, working for the CIA, they don't really look out for him. So one of his first travels, he goes to like Yemen, and he goes to like this black site, the CIA black site that, people shouldn't be just showing up at. And he's like, I want information about this. And he gets tortured. He gets his fingernail removed and everything. And we find out that he's supposed to have a certain color passport, if he is with the CIA. And we learn that in later episodes, his coworkers that is always in his office, they took his passport. So he didn't have it when he traveled. And every time he goes somewhere, something happens. He gets beat up. He gets in a car chase. He gets tied up or something. It's just a whole bunch of things happening. And again, he's only been on the job for like less than a week. And every time he comes home, he looks terrible. And his roommates is like, what's going on? And he can't talk about it. Everything's classified. The show is funny. It's good performances by everybody involved. His coworkers that don't really like him, his boss, the people that do help him out. It's just his relationship with Max. It gets more interesting as the show goes on because again, he don't really know the ins and outs of being a spy or asset, or he's not used to being in the field. So he's just, I'm a lawyer. I'm gonna do my lawyer thing. And Max, she's sneaky. Sometimes she gives him good advice, like, be careful, be mindful of this, but Max is always looking out for herself. So he can't trust Max too much. He can't trust his agency too much because people are doing weird things on the side. So he's kind of in the middle sometimes, like, what do I do? Do I go with my gut? And sometimes him being a lawyer gets him out of situations because he speaks head on and he gives, certain information that he needs to get out of sticky situations. And the way it's set up for season 2. And I was enjoying the show. I was like, I want to see where this goes because I was enjoying the characters and the dynamic that everybody had in this particular show. Again, it's lower stakes. Somebody does die, but it's not like a bunch of shootouts and stuff like that. I don't want you going there expecting that. But it's a cool show with some cool, interesting characters. And I look forward to a season 2. It's called The Recruit. If you're looking for something chill to watch on Netflix, again, 8 episodes, 50 minutes. Check out The Recruit. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. and let's make 2023 a great year. Deuces.